Hello everyone, welcome to my review of the Sullivan packing cases. These are new to Kerikit for the Autumn Winter 21 collection. I'm actually using a prototype version for this video. Vicky from the Kerikit Kit Girl group kindly let me have prototype versions so I can get this video out early. I do have the final version on order and I'm really excited to get mine. Just want to point out that difference to you. So the prototype version, and I will insert an image for you so you can see the new final version, but the main difference is that the viewing panel here in the vinyl is much bigger on the final versions. It comes down more down to here, so that's the main difference. So a quick review of them: you get a pack of 3, a small, medium and large. You get one wristless strap. They come in the black nylon that's used on all the Kerikit nylon bags. It's that really soft, robust nylon that Kerry has been using, and it's remarkable on backpacks, so it will be very robust on these. All have the light champagne logo on them, which in itself is a beautiful statement piece anyway. And then the zipper pulls have the little studs, the Kerikit studs. And for a production prototype version, it's not always the final zips, but these are pretty good. So I'm sure they'll either be the same or better in the final version as well. So that's the 3 that you get. They are quite a lightweight because they're made with the nylon. And I'm going to start with the first comparison for this video. I will go through Lily Jade, Dane, JuJuBe, TwelveLittle, and some Kerikit that I think will work really well with these packing cases, just to show you those 2. I will also do a separate video on how I will pack each of these 3 different sizes, just to give you some ideas of what you can hold inside them for their capacity. But that will be a separate video, so I'm just going to do the comparison of the different brands for today. So Lily Jade, weight-wise, is very heavy, and that's whilst everyone loves the colours that Lily Jade come out with, that is the downside of these packing cases. They're slightly on the larger side, sometimes hard to pack with a very heavy, and like Kerry has with her logo, they've used theirs, but theirs is in itself is a very heavy piece of metal, and I think that contributes considerably to the weight of the Lily Jades. So I'm just going to do a size comparison for you. I'll also do some steals so that you can see each of them as well, because while I've got the camera they'll probably move around a little bit. But this is the Lily Jade small against the Kerikit small. This is the Kerikit medium, and this has got a marked width difference, less in terms of height, quite a marked width difference. I find this the hardest one to pack with Lily Jade and find things to use it for, so I was quite pleased to see with the large for the Kerikit, get the strap out of the way, the difference. So, and that does make quite a bit of difference. I think this will be a very useful size for Kerikit. So I'm also going to show Dane. So from a weight perspective, I don't find Dane to be overly heavy. Not like the Lily Jades, and they are slightly smaller than the Lily Jade. But just to show you, Dane to Kerikit, so not as much of a difference. And then the mediums. And finally the large. Okay. And that's the large Dane to the Kerikit. Okay. In terms of quality, both Dane and Lily Jade are kind of more of a canvassy fabric. Obviously this is a really strong canvas, slightly thinner version on the Lily Jade. A little bit floppy. But I really like the Dane. I quite like this patch. I know they're not everyone's favourites. The vinyls feel robust on all 3 of them. The Kerikit is slightly different vinyl there. It's not as, that's kind of crackly and crinkly. Same for the Dane a little bit actually. Whereas the vinyl that's being used on the Kerikit is a much softer. It feels just as robust as they do, but it's less crackly. It's kind of a softer feel to it. Not quite sure why or how that is, but it feels nicer. It feels nicer to touch as well, actually, if you're a tactile person like me. So going on to some other types of pouches, because obviously they are very similar in the marketplace, but this is my Duchess set from JuJuBe. Deliberately chose Duchess because of the black and the gold. So obviously the small is no comparison really. Capacity wise, you're probably looking at this is probably the same as the medium. So the small Sullivan packing case and a medium JuJuBe, fairly similar. You might get a little bit more in the medium. It's the medium. That's the medium of the Sullivan packing case. I think you get that probably sits somewhere in the middle. So we like, yeah, probably in that order. Small, medium JuJuBe, and then the medium Kerikit. And I think the medium to the large JuJuBe are almost identical in size, but JuJuBe have the gusset on the side where you can obviously pack it out more. So I would say that the large Kerikit pouch is probably more equivalent to what you might hold in a large JuJuBe set piece. Obviously the JuJuBe set pieces come with 2 straps. You get the wristlet strap as well, but you also get a long strap with the D-rings on both sides on the JuJuBe. So what else have I got to show you? 12Little. I'm not going to bother I have the new 3-piece set. So obviously the wet bag is the wet bag. It's not really part of the 3-piece set. While you do get it the 3 items together, you get the small clear pouch, and then you get the large kind of clutchy thing. That's the large Kerikit against the 12Little clutch that you get. Diapering clutch. Obviously this one has a little zip thing inside, a bit like a JuJuBe Quick, this one. So this would hold slightly more. And the 12Little small Sullivan packing case, they are practically the same size. Again, this has a slight width to it, but I think this will bulk out enough that they would definitely be equal in terms of their capacity. So that's the 12Little small and the Sullivan packing case. So I did promise you some Kerikit as well. So I've pulled out my Bodhi. I have a few of these in leather and in nylon. This is the nylon leopard. It's exactly the same as the black. It feels just the same. And this is the large Sullivan packing case against a Bodhi. So it's just a tad taller than the Bodhi. So if you're used to using the Kerikit Bodhi, it is a tad taller for the large. Obviously they're the same in terms of the thickness and how they are. And the wristlet on here is removable, but it's not on the Bodhi. But I was kind of thinking this makes quite a nice pairing. If you want to add an extra, you want a 4th one of a similar size, the Bodhi quite goes really nicely alongside that. And if you have the nylon wet bags, you could put that inside. And talking of those, the Kerikit bags come with a small zip top multi-use bag, which you can actually buy extra on the site as well if you want a few extra ones of them. So if you don't have the bags that I'm going to show you that have these particular ones, you can actually buy these separately. So this is the multi-use bag for the midi bags. So this is the smaller one, and this is the large. So they are literally the same size as the midi multi-use bag, which is a wet bag. So that would look really nicely sort of folded inside one of these. It would fold, actually, if you're folding that in half, it will fold really nicely into the medium as well. Sit there alongside some nappies and wipes and stuff. And then this is the large multi-use bag that comes with the bigger bags, the full size Lennox, Amber and Joy. You'll get the large zip top bag, which obviously is a lot bigger, but when it does obviously easily fold up and go inside with the beautiful Kerikit lining that they're made out of. It complements the hardware really nicely. So in my packing you will see a few of these popping around because they're really useful to tuck inside things. So there you go. I hope you find that useful. I'll insert some stills of the Lily Jade and Ella Dane comparisons just so that you can see it without it moving around. But there you go. New for autumn winter 2021. Thank you for watching.